positive vibes. And I want to start my video by thanking our new subscribers, our returning subscribers. We do not take you for granted, guys. We appreciate you so much. Continue supporting us. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. Like our videos, and we are going to appreciate so much. Thank you once again. Today, I want to look at something so special. We cannot do without it. And Jamaica is one of the countries that is known for this. What is that, guys? Food. We cannot do without food. And Jamaica is known for its food. And I want to tell you, Jamaica do not just prepare a food. It has a deep meaning behind the preparation of every meal in Jamaica. And most of the foods that are prepared in Jamaica have cultural values, heritage values, traditional values. They don't just cook a meal. It is a meal with a meaning, a meal with a value, a meal with communication, a meal with a past to remember. And therefore today, we are going to look at the 10 different great meals in Jamaica. I cannot wait to come to Jamaica and try some of these delicious meals. When I observe people preparing them, or I just see them in the videos, and I see how sweet, how delicious to the eyes they are, I cannot wait to visit Jamaica to taste the food. And fortunately, the foods in Jamaica are found everywhere. It's only in Jamaica you're going to find the rich and the poor eating the same food. And that is why I always tell you, Jamaica has a unique characteristic. They have special way of doing things. So the rich and the poor in Jamaica eat together. Most of the countries, you will not find the rich and the poor eating the same meal. But in Jamaica, you will. Look at the street foods in Jamaica. Very clean, very well prepared, very delicious. You can actually walk from one place to the other, tasting the great food of Jamaica. I cannot wait. I think I'll come from one corner of the streets of Jamaica to the other, tasting each and every food in Jamaica, because Jamaicans are known for the delicious meals they prepare. I have told you, their meal preparation is not just going to the kitchen and preparing dinner or lunch or breakfast. It has a very great value behind the preparation of every meal. And we found in one of my videos that Jamaicans, there are some meals that they have to prepare in particular days. There is a video on that. If you have not watched that video, kindly go and watch. There is specific meals that are prepared for a given day. Like for example, a Thursday, a Saturday, a Sunday. Especially a Sunday when they eat chicken and rice. I think I'm not wrong. So Jamaicans do not just prepare meals for the sake of it. They prepare meals with a hidden meaning, with a value, with something to celebrate, festivals or something like that. And today, we are going to look at the 10 delicious meals I can taste when I arrive in Jamaica. Or 10 delicious meals one can eat in Jamaica. I cannot wait, guys. I think I've repeated that so many times because I'm so excited. The day I will land on the soils of Jamaica, my first day is to try some of these foods in Jamaica, because I know they are great foods. I have seen people preparing them. I have seen people eating, especially when we saw the mango, shonarwa, quinoa, Cora Smith prepares a lot of these foods along the sea, and they eat together with a group. We have seen him preparing ackee and saltfish together with dumplings. We have seen Cora Smith preparing a lot of these. We also saw Dimwango as she was going to the countryside preparing some of these meals. And that is why I've said it's like we have already tasted them, because we have seen them in the videos being prepared, people tasting them, people eating, people having fun eating the food of Jamaica. Remember, the food of Jamaica is ranked the second great food in the whole world. And that is why I told you, Jamaica read in athletics, Jamaica read in their food, Jamaica read in their cool nature, warm nature, welcoming nature, happiness and joy, humorous nature. Jamaica read, others follow. And I think I'll shoot a video on that. Jamaica reads, others follow. Because they have actually, last night I shot a video of what we have learned in Jamaica. Great lessons, important lessons in life. We have learned a lot. And today, we are going to the kitchen with the Jamaicans in the house. We are going to look at what type of foods do Jamaicans eat. And some of them, where did they originate from and how are they prepared? That is the video for today. And therefore, I start with number one. Number one fish that is eaten in Jamaica is ackee and cod fish. Remember, we talked about the invention of cod fish. Do you remember? This is one of the greatest inventions in Jamaica. There is someone who invented cod fish, and it became one of the great meals in Jamaica. And therefore, ackee and cod fish is one of the main meals that are prepared in Jamaica. Remember, the fruit comes from where the Jamaicans came from, the tradition or their ancestors in West Africa. This is a must try on visiting Jamaica. It is actually loved by the locals, the Jamaicans, and the visitors who go to visit Jamaica. It is made using ackee fruit. And it originated from Ghana, like I had said, paired with salted, stewed, and salted cod fish. Expect a generous amount of vegetables that are served together with this fish and herbs and spices. It is a mouth-watering meal, and it is eaten by all the people, visitors and the locals in Jamaica. Ackee and codfish is a main meal, and I cannot wait to go and taste ackee and codfish in Jamaica. The second meal that is prepared in Jamaica is jack chicken. Do you know I love chicken, by the way? And therefore, the first meal I think I'll test when I arrive in Jamaica is actually jack chicken, because I think it's a great meal. This is a meal that is super popular, very, very popular all over the world. And it originated from Jamaica. Jamaicans have a way of doing things, and it is copied by the whole world. Jamaica does something, and it is imitated in the whole world. So jack chicken originated from Jamaica, and it is actually eaten all over the world. So Jamaica starts, the world takes over. Did you know that, guys? Because this chicken originated from Jamaica, and it is spread, and it is eaten all over the world. It's an integral part of Jamaican culture food. It is actually a cultural food in Jamaica. I had told you earlier, Jamaicans don't just prepare food. They prepare food with a meaning behind, with a very deep meaning behind, with cultural values, with heritage values, with their traditions behind the food. And therefore, this meal is an integral part of Jamaican cultural food. This meal leaves you longing for more. By the way, guys, it is only in Jamaica you eat a meal, and even when you go to your own country, long to go back to Jamaica and have the same meal. Remember Dimwango? She keeps on telling us about plantain that she ate in Jamaica, and she talks of fish and the food and the fruits that she ate in Jamaica. She longs. Actually, when she went to the United States of America, she was actually looking for the Jamaican food there. You can imagine. You taste the food of Jamaica, you don't forget about it. You go with that taste wherever you go, and you remember Jamaica, and it makes you go back to Jamaica. So we have jack chicken, and we have seen it's quite a popular dish that is prepared not only in Jamaica, but in the whole world. The third 10 top meal in Jamaica is oxtail. By the way, guys, here in Kenya, we boil oxtail so that we can drink the soup, and sometimes we put herbs. But in Jamaica, this is a traditional food in Jamaica. It takes a couple of hours to prepare it. It is not prepared easily. But Jamaicans will be patient to prepare this food because it has a traditional value and meaning to the people of Jamaica. It is first seasoned with spices and herbs. By the way, I've noticed most of the Jamaican food usually have spices. I think even all. So this oxtail is first seasoned with spices and herbs, then fried, and finally slow cooked and stewed with rice. So it is served with rice. So first of all, it is fried, and then it is finally slow cooked, and it is served with rice. I don't know whether it is a baby crying. I've heard like there is a baby crying. Oh, it's not a baby? All right, sir. So that is how this meal is cooked, and it is one of the great meals. Great food prepared in Jamaica is fried breadfruit. We found that fruit is actually grown a lot in Jamaica, and we saw that during the Hurricane Beryl, most of the breadfruit fell. And therefore, this is one of the fruits that is grown in Jamaica. It is a starchy food, more or less like potatoes. And it is fried and served. It is one of the most common fried and popular food in Jamaica. It is prepared with piping hot dishes. So this is one of the most common dishes that is prepared in Jamaica, and it is very, very popular. The other one is curry goat or curry chicken. By the way, guys, this is a meal that is prepared during weddings in Jamaica. It is also prepared during funerals, and it is also prepared during festivals. So curry goat and curry chicken, it can either be curry goat or curry chicken. In other words, you can use goat meat or you use chicken meat. It is a traditional food in Jamaica. It features a hearty and warm flavor with the spice combinations. So it is spiced, it is actually flavored and very, very tasty. This is the meal found in most restaurants, usually cooked on the bone in a delicious sauce for a couple of hours. So it takes some time to be cooked, and it is served in most of the restaurants in Jamaica. Served along rice and a side of fresh vegetables. So it is served with rice and also fresh vegetables. And something else I've noted about the Jamaican food, there is a lot of vegetables that is eaten. And I think, remember we said, Jamaicans are super healthy because their water is clean and the kind of food they eat is fresh, from direct from the shamba. We call it shamba here in Kenya, but direct from the run where it has been cultivated, and it is prepared in a very, very clean way. And therefore, that is why most of the Jamaicans are very healthy. They eat a lot of fruits, they eat a lot of vegetables, and a lot of white meat. Because we have seen there is a lot of fish eaten, and there is a lot of chicken eaten. The other one is Jamaican beef patty. We talked about Jamaican patty and the Canadian, how the immigrants went to Canada and continued preparing the Jamaican beef patty. The patty, we saw Sean Arwa actually lining up to buy the Jamaican beef patty. We also saw Dimwango buying the Jamaican beef patty. And I can say it is a very, very great meal that is loved both by visitors and the locals. Because when you see something being rained for, then it is a special food. It is one of the meals prepared using red meat. Because by the way, guys, the beef patty is actually the most popular. There is the vegetable patty for the vegetarians, and I'm sure they also use other types of meat to prepare the patty, but the beef patty is the most popular. Remember, we saw that Jamaicans invented cows, beef cows, so that these cows can produce a lot of meat. We did that in one of the videos, and therefore beef is a lot in Jamaica, and these patties are prepared from beef meat. This is one of the most loved food in Jamaica. Beef patty are the most popular actually, made of ground beef seasoned with hot peppers and a myriad of spices filled with a frappe pastre duff. We found that that meat is put inside the duff, and some vegetables are put, and it becomes a very tasty snack. And we found that during the Canadian, it was called a party war. During the Canadian party war, they were actually prohibiting the Jamaicans from putting meat in the patty. Instead, they were supposed to cook meat without preparing it with duff. But the Jamaicans refused to boycott their traditions. And therefore, Jamaican patty is one of the traditional food in Jamaica, and it reminds them of their heritage. It is actually filled with these vegetables sometimes, so that it can be eaten by the vegetarian, like I had said earlier. It is actually a typical of Jamaicans' cultural food. I told you that Jamaicans don't just prepare food. It is a food with a meaning, a food with a value, a food that changes every aspect of the people eating it. The next meal is fish escovich. Fish escovich is actually a Spanish meal. It originated from the Spanish that had actually colonized Jamaicans. And therefore, this is a meal that has come from the Spanish. This is the best Jamaican food for a seafood lover. For those who love seafood, this is actually the best food you can take when you arrive in Jamaica. It features a deep fried until golden brown whole fish. Most commonly, a red sniper, a type of fish called a red sniper. It is served with or pickled with onions, carrots, garlic, pintos, peppers, and chayote. So these are the things that are put on top of the fish so that it can be spicy and it can be sweet. The other food is brown stew chicken. There is a lot of chicken eaten in Jamaica, I had said earlier. There is a lot of white meat, and that is why Jamaicans are super healthy. This is typically Jamaican diet. It is loved in all the Caribbean islands. It is not just a food eaten in Jamaica, it is loved by all the people in the Caribbean island. Consists of fresh chicken, stewed before fried, and you can either fry or not fry, and then it is stewed. vegetables. It is slow cooked with a range of spices until the gravy thickens. So it is prepared and prepared until the gravy thickens. A very sweet meal. Among the best Jamaican dishes, it is actually among the best Jamaican dishes. So delicious, so sweet. I'm already watering. This food of Jamaica can make you water. Long to have a meal like that one. So the next one is Manish Water. And I was asking myself when I saw this, is it a food, Manish Water? Jamaicans in the house can tell us, but it is a food, by the way. Consists of goat head and cut into pieces. It also includes vegetables, garlic, and scotch bonnet, peppers, and it is one of the most famous food in Jamaica, served with roasted yam. By the way, we prepare soup using goat head. As here in Kenya, we actually roast the goat head, and then we scratch it to remove the smoke. We scratch it completely to remove the black parts, and then we boil it to produce soup, and that soup is actually spiced, and you can use that soup to eat ugari. Remember, ugari is maize flour, prepared, boiling water, and then you smash it until it is cooked, and that is what we use to eat together with goat soup. But in Jamaica, I can see goat soup is prepared in a very, very special way, and it is eaten using roasted yam. So the accompaniment is roasted yam. Last train, number 10, rundown or rundown. I also wondered whether this is food. You know these names, I think they are Pato names, and therefore we have rundown, which is fish stew featuring cut up cod. You cut the fish into pieces with onions, hot peppers, garlic, tomatoes, and various spices. A traditional Jamaican food. It is slow cooked in coconut milk, stewed or served with green bananas and delicious dumplings. The creamy thick stew is mouth-watering. So this is a stew prepared so that it can be accompanied by dumplings or green bananas. It is a very, very sweet meal in Jamaica. Jamaicans take their time. You see, guys, as we are going through all these meals, we have discovered that there are some meals that actually take a lot of time to prepare, but Jamaicans are very, very patient when it comes to their meal. Because like I said, they do not just prepare a meal for the sake of it, they prepare a meal to commemorate their past, their culture, their traditions, their heritage, and also to enjoy the meal. Remember that music and food bring people together. And no wonder Jamaicans love community. They love family because they are intertwined by the music, the love of music, and the love of good food. And therefore, these are great values in Jamaica that are celebrated all over the world. All over the world, we know Jamaica because of their food, we know Jamaica because of their music, and these combined together make the great Jamaican island. The island that tops the world. The island that speaks louder even though it is a small island. It has spoken to the northern hemisphere, the southern hemisphere, to us as Africans because of keeping their traditions, because of keeping their values, because of keeping their heritage. And food is part of the heritage of the Jamaican people. It is part of their traditions. It's part of who they are. And therefore, they do not take their food for granted. And that is why I have decided to shoot this video on Jamaican food, because it's part of their life. It's part of their traditions. It's part of who Jamaicans